it's me, Uri Nayum, and we are gonna try, and hopefully not fail, do another game jam, since life has been on fire for me, and well, most of the world. I still need to power through stuff. Are we not picking up? Oh, it is really warm, guys. I have an ice pack, and it is so nice. Directly on my flesh. Okay. Alright. So, I guess we'll just vibe for a moment until somebody actually shows up. So what we'll do is we'll just doodle. We'll just doodle a little bit. Where are we at? Did I move that? I thought I didn't. There we go. I'm like, I wanted that fixed a little bit better. Alright. I guess we'll doodle for a bit before we do anything else, since my dog just spooked me. She's in the room and I did not realize she's in the room. I'm gonna kick her out of the room though. It's too warm in here. I'm overheated. She's overheated. Hi, baby girl. Do you want to go outside? Go get daddy. Oh, good girl. Good job. I'm the only one that gets to be extremely hot and painful. Goodness. Oh. That's at the radio station. The radio broadcasting room is right in the exact intense heat of the sun. So, guess let's pull up a gesture drawing thing. Even though we're not actually going to be doing since we're not going to see it. Okay. Well, I guess I should probably make sure to see if anybody actually comes into chat today. I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. Heat be damned. All right. That should be good. There we go. All right, I should be able to see everybody when anybody comes in. All right. Cool. That's not a good color. This. Why is it so warm? Like it hasn't been all summer. I think it's supposed to be 100 degrees today where I live. Not sure. Down. Okay. I guess I make this a bit smaller so you can actually sketch on. I need to start doing more daily warm-ups anyways. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I know I'm doing a lot of back and forth looking. I need to do quicker. I think I just need to pull up the quick, and then the head's like downward. Like the ears are here, but the eyes are like down here. Okay, just make that. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is try the Yes, apply, please. Apply that shit. So I'm doing quickposes.com, and they have like random poses, time practice. Let's do some time practice. 60 seconds, 20 images. All right, let's go. Because these are good to... Torso's this way. Trying to talk and do it is pretty good too, because then I have to like practice multitasking. Honestly, my anatomy skills are very mid. Probably nobody will show up today because a good portion of the crewmates have things they do on Saturday, which is perfectly fine. So if it's just us and the space grubs, I'm fine with that. I can like this. I need to draw smaller. Smaller brush. Smaller. Okay. Oh, new one anyways. Okay, shoulder. Okay. This person's building a guitar. Yeah, I just need to work on my muscles too. The booty here. This is square off the butt. Booty here. Alright. Oh, I don't really want to think about having to draw these hands. Okay, that looks pretty bad. This is not what butts look like. Torso. And it's kind of tapered down. This part. Okay, trying to think about what I'm doing, but also talking has not... That looks pretty bad. Alright. I'll just for the next one. It's good practice, though. Maybe if we put my brush down, actually draw smaller. Alright, what do we got? I'm gonna give it about 15 minutes. If no crewmates show up, then I will just start blabbering and trying to figure out stuff for the game dev. What time is it right now? The no 3. I'll do some more of these. Even though I'm not going to be really drawing people, possibly, since I'm doing, I'm going to be doing rules and stuff and trying to figure out. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but oh, that looks horrible. All right, we're going to be done with this part. All right, we'll just delete all of this. There we go. Go away from that. Throw this up. All right. So we have joined. I have never played this game with other people, but I have read through the rule books. Rule book. I have one of them, two of them. Oh no, did it go so slow? So small. Oh no. Oh wait, is that the wrong one? That's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. What the heck? Why is it so weird? Oh, I know why it's so weird. There we go. My bad. Alright. So we are joining the Liminal Horror gosh dang it. Spooky. The Liminal Spooky Summer Jam 2026. So it's a tabletop game about surviving weird, investigating horrors taking over our world. Like I said, I've never played the game with others, which I should probably change at some point, especially since I'm going to be trying to make my own little module. But I do like the game, and I don't know if I bought 2 or 3 different things from the game, but I do like the game, and I like the idea. I like spooks, horrors, and whores. So this is just a for funsies, celebrate the release of Liminal Horror Deluxe Edition. We will be running a non-ranked game jam all the way until Halloween. Yay, Halloween! Designers are invited to create submissions of all shapes and sizes. So some of the ideas can be modules, one-shots, pamphlets, maps, NPCs, horrors, resonant artifacts, locations, rituals, modulars or supplement rules, fallout, art, anything else that can be in relation to liminal horror. So we are going to try, I think, to do a module. I am not 100% sure. They have a lot of awesome resources. No expanded resources that can be in publications, including factions, horrors, rituals. So today we're just going to read through a lot of stuff and figure out exactly how we want to do this. Because I had a really interesting idea, mostly because whenever I hear liminal, my first thought is like, what the word liminal means is like places that get lost in translation, you know, bus stops, airports. So I had an idea for that. Will there be a winner? I could care less. It'll be some time before I will ever play these games to win. Oh my gosh, I just realized my pages in my book keep being weird. Let's see. Go back. There we go. Stay. Wide range of size and scope. I want to do artwork. And I want to create stuff, and I think that'd be fun. So I guess first let's look at Liminal Horror Creator Kit, which I already have pulled up right here. It was written by Liminal Horror Dev Team. Heck yeah, you guys are awesome. Bubbles Archives, Josh Dinaski, Zach Hazard, Zupin. I'm gonna butcher all these names. I apologize. I love Liminal Horror. Okay, so I guess, welcome to Liminal Horror, some handy edition links, creator kit, mechanic and rules. So that's kind of what I need to know before starting, because I haven't really played this game. I want to. And I'm probably going to set up some solo Sundays where crewmates can play. We're going to like maybe play an actual game, and then we'll turn around and then figure out how I can make a game. But this isn't. Some SRDs are player-facing rules intended to teach you how to use the game. This SRD isn't one of those. Instead, it's intended to designers who are interested in writing adventures, scenarios, and hacks for liminal horror. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Rituals, creating horrors, NPCs, factions. Okay, I guess where we're gonna start is... Alright, we're gonna read the rules, I guess. For core rules. We want core rules. I thought I saw core rules. Licensing. Since the Deluxe Edition is rewritten copyright product, we decided to release the mechanics under a cool. No, I'm gonna do everything myself. You cannot use AI generated art or text. Awesome. I'm not gonna do that anyways. Fuck that shit. Alright. Front and back. Map of the location. Table of contents. Touchstones. Content warnings. Intro. Timeline. Overview. Framing. Character creation. Encounter. Procedure. Doom clock. Yes, okay, I have played this by myself. There is a mall one. I believe I have. Oh gosh. No. Or just in general. So I believe I have the investigator one. Yeah, I do. And then there was like a mall one. Post office. That sounds fun. I'm gonna have to look at some of these and enjoy them. I love other creators. Alright, back to this. Doom clock, exploration notes. For more sandbox scenarios, we will have a page on exploring and emphasizing some travel, specific mechanics, or context. Roads, using phones, phases, locations, description, changes, stat blocks. Okay. Horrors. We typically include the main monster stat blocks and explanations at the front of every easy access for facilitators. Oh my gosh. Words. Alright. Creating horrors or horrors for more. Alright. We have consequences, fallout, a list of custom fallout that reinforces the theme and aligns to the main horror in the text. Yay. NPCs, rumors, resonant artifacts, random search, quick reference. Okay, so these are good. Rules and mechanics. Right. I want very simple rules. Games with a lot of rules are fun, but they are definitely not for me because my brain, if I'm playing by myself, it's not good. If I'm playing with others, it is. So, we have abilities, strength, dex, critical, or control, and the weird. HP, armor, inventory. Okay, cell phone stability. Cell phones are important. Combat, damage and wounds, stress and fallout, healing, procedure of play. I know this is all like a lot of information to dump right away. I haven't actively read any of this stuff, and once I read a little bit more and we talk out a little bit more, I will divulge my ideas, which may change. So let's see. Set the scene by describing the situation. Okay, the facilitator. The players decide how they'd like to proceed in their investigation. Describe any obvious clues or overt danger. Determine how they would like to respond to interact with the situation. if those actions require rolls. Okay. All right, pretty simple. All right. All on one page. Okay. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, no. Let's see. Systems can be considered OSR system, and so there are many similarities between LH and OSR systems. Creating a scenario. I am not play to find out mentality. A basic horror scenario can be tossed together with 3 things: a location, a source of horror, and a consequence if the investigators don't intercede. So I may not have played Liminal Horror with anybody yet. If anybody wants to play tabletop games with me, I'm kind of cool with that. I have played the Mountain of Madness and the H.P. Lovecraft ones a lot when I was a lot younger. I do like those. Types of horror: apocalypse, cosmic, cryptid, ghosts, gothic, occult, psychological, slasher, survival, and then weird. Types of scenarios: location focus, character focus, task focus, survival focus. I like, gives you a lot of different things to focus on, which I think is kind of cool. Around human motivation, pulling upon the emotion and personal connections of investigators. Okay. One of the advantages of role-playing in the modern era is your player will already have a basic frame to reference the environment. For example, you don't need to describe the intricate details of a corner store. If y'all want me to Stephen King this shit about a corner store, probably not. Framing, saves or specific types of ability checks, sanity. Okay, so I think we got a good idea of them doom clock, so the longer things go. Okay, I think I'm getting kind of an idea. Equipment, things that happen, fallout. That the invaders would very well become like monsters they face if they are not careful. Yes, that's cool. Rituals, creating horrors. 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 Alright. Horrors with an open license. Nope, I'm making my own stuff. Because I have ideas. But I think using other people's stuff is cool too, especially since this is such a like an open book. Hey, here's my idea. Do you also want to use my idea? I think that's why I like tabletop games a lot. Especially like old D&D. So yeah. Core rules. Legacy edition. STR. Okay. Core rules rewritten. Investor guide. Investor guide. Alright, so core rules. Just give me core rules. Alright, that's it. Alright, so I think I kind of have an idea on what I want to do. And I'm kind of excited because I want to practice doing also layout of PDF for games. Because I already had the journaling game that I was working on that had to do with a mascot horror thing that I was enjoying trying to figure out. So I think today we will figure out the initial stuff. Alright, no, let's see. Creator kit. So introduction, we don't need any of this. System. So creating a scenario, I guess we'll start here. Let me pop us back over to this. Alright, so we're gonna create a scenario. Mystery to solve, location focus. Okay, so let's do not exactly what type of horror it is, because I have kind of an idea of what I want to do, but I don't know how to Alright. That is too bright. Alright. Liminal horror. So I'm not sure what type of horror. Okay, so type. And then let's go. So scenario. Since I'm doing this in the scope of the liminal horror thing, my idea. Sorry, I'm moving the ice pack. I have no air conditioning in my room, and the sun is beating down on my window. So my idea, let's see, types of scenario, was to make the town shifting, because I like the idea of like locations shifting, especially when you go there. But I might use that for something else and then try to establish an actual town map for this, just so it's simple and I don't have to make up a secondary gameplay rules. So this is gonna be location. I guess this would be like a location survival. So my idea was, I'm not sure exactly, I guess the way you get to places are like, you know, car, train, bus, and then, alright, my brain is dying. Plane? That's not how you spell plane. Plane. Alright. You end up... Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time describing this. So my initial idea was you end up going to a... Alright, you're taking the bus drops off at the depot, you're there for a few minutes, except for the bus never leaves, because the bus is broken, and you have to stay in this small town for a set amount of days while they fix the bus, or until the next bus comes through. But because of that, there's things going on, and especially since you are kind of not from this town. So I kind of wanted a way for the gameplay to be partially, you can't really stay outside very long, or at a certain time of day or whatnot, but you also couldn't be inside for very long, or something like that. I'm not sure how I would do it. I have ideas that make good in story or writing. I don't know about gameplay how well they would be. Like, so I have some entities of my own from my own writing. I have basically a ghost in the wire who, in old technology, she hops from like TV lights or whatnot, and she feeds off of people. But she only goes in and out of old technology and not new technology. And because of that, certain tribes don't use old technology, but like, if you're not human, you could care less. What's she gonna do? Kill you? She can't. She's just a human ghost. Not scary. And then being outside, I was thinking some Krampus like with a basket, elongated, taller than buildings, searching around like under bridges or around corners. So you actually have to either keep going or actually have to find a safe place or wards to keep yourself safe from this entity that just plucks up people. So I was thinking of that. That was my thought. Creature focused. So I'm like, there's... yeah. Framing. Mundane against the weird and uncanny. So I was reaching back on the emotions from when I was unhoused. And like, you know, especially taking the bus to a city I've never been to. And having to wait there for a certain amount of hours until I got to go to the next place. I've only been on the bus 2 times where they kick you out of the bus depot because they're closed for the evening, and then you have to wait around until the bus opens back up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm thinking something like that, but I'm not completely sure. Sanity. Stress. Guidelines are good. Metric for testing stress into an adventure. Something horde. Scenes or minor horrors. Okay, creating a scenario section of edition includes some incredible essay that can aid in writing of your own module scenario. 3 essays include base framework. So I got a lot of off-screen work to do. It's just good for me to talk things out, whether or not anybody's... I know someone's there. Sooner or later, somebody's there. And I can bounce off these ideas whether or not any ideas come back to me. Creating. Oh my god. Creating fractions. We're just gonna go with that. Tip for creating horrid monstrosities. Okay, let's see. This sounds fun. Some of the sections we have to include in the front and back matters. Okay, I think. Yeah, so these are a bunch of things we'd have in it. I think what I would want to figure out first is like the main idea and then how we would move upon that. Because I would want a certain amount of days, like 3 days. So I don't know if it'd be 3 night cycles, 3 day cycles, or something like that, where you had to survive. Consequences, okay. Employee code of conduct. Because I think it'd be fun. Alright, for being lost in a random city. Because, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's really hot, guys. I'm gonna stream a bit more, especially since I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna Google real quick how hot it is here. How hot in space? I don't know. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock and it's 84 degrees. Okay. Yay. I guess you guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at. You guys are just looking at me trying to figure things out. So I guess first I'm gonna have to understand the game, which means I'm gonna have to like look through and play some games, and then I will, from there I will, there we go, Because I also kind of want to make a more simplified version to play with the crew. Because my crewmates, I like playing on Solo Sunday, like more simplified. Background, factory worker. And see, and that's the other thing, is when I make the actual idea for the game, I don't want to have it so narrow that people can't have fun. And do different things. Because, like, what if people want to play as a group of, oh god, road trippers, like a bunch of friends that are going on a road trip, and then sorry, it's really warm. I forgot my inhaler. Road trip. Hi, Flam. Hello. And party together, or people want to do it separately. I'm just looking through this. So we are doing this game jam, Liminal Horror Summer Jam. You can do a bunch of different things for it, but we're gonna make a small module to go into it, and it's just a fun idea. I hope you're having a good day, Flam. Hi, Yuri. No worries. Thank you. Yay, Game Jam. Yeah. So I guess I'll quickly go back over Liminal Horror. We haven't played it yet on Solo Sunday, but we probably will, so I can get a better feeling for it. There's a really... I'm glad you're having a good day, Flam. That's a good thing. So it's like a horror type game with a bunch of fun little modules that people make for it. I saw a post office one I kind of want to look at. So we're gonna, but it gives you a good amount of time. So we have like nearly almost a little less than 4 months to get it actually done. And I'm hoping to use this time to make the game based upon their criteria, edit it, and then make it actually look like a PDF form and like properly like that, because I'm hoping it, yeah. Anyways, and then maybe we'll play some. Oh, we will. Liminal Horror, that's rad. Yeah. So my idea, and I gotta figure out how to put it into their game thing, because they have this really cool like a creator kit. They definitely help you a lot, and they have like how all of this goes, creating horrors, and then like horrors with an open license, so you can use other creatures and whatnot in your game, which I think is pretty awesome. So my premise, let's see. Is, because they said like what kind of horror is it, what kind of scenarios. Somehow you end up in this town, and I'm gonna give multiple options on how to get to this town, but basically you're stuck in this town for a certain amount of days, and you have to balance out staying indoors and also staying outdoors, because I kind of want there to be like a, it may not work, I might have to change the system idea, but there are entities in the building, or the people themselves, where too much exposure to the people actually do horrible things. But when you're outside for too long, especially at night, I want an entity that's has a big old basket, because I just like Krampus, okay? That like basically takes people. So you have to figure out where to hide or how to keep yourself safe for 3 days in a town you don't know anybody. and people seem really weird. So either you can like figure out what's going on in this town and then keep yourself safe from that, or you could just accidentally like go, oh well, I just tripped and bumbled and I didn't see any horrors. So that's the plan. Horrors. Trying to think what else. So yeah, today's just a lot of talking because it's a lot of information, a lot of things I'm gonna have to go through, figure it out. Claimed locations. It's a really cool idea. Thank you. Because I was thinking, when I think of liminal horror, I think about all the times I've ever been on a bus. And I've been in a town where, earlier I was talking about how I think there's 2 times where I was in the bus depot overnight and they were like, actually, we close for like a good 4 hours. So we need you out of the bus depot for 4 hours. I was basically in a town with nothing except for the clothes on my back. But then again, I was unhoused at this time, so it was pretty normal occurrence. So I kind of want that kind of feeling where you're stuck somewhere. Morning! Dwindling party. Hee hee hee. So yeah, I think I just need to figure out how they set up all their stuff, and then figure out how I want the rules to work and the monsters to work, and if I want anything extra. I hope you're doing good. Train stations too. So I'm not sure if I want, but I'm gonna make an actual map because my first thought was like, oh my gosh, I forget which game it was we played. My library. I have a lot of games, guys. 'Cause I really like I really like games. What was it? Was it the Abandoned Mansion or the... I hope you're having a good day. I don't know if I said that already. My brain's in like 5 places right now. No, but that's a good one. I want to say that... It's another one I need to play. Alright, I have to find this game so my brain will shut up. There's a lot more of these I would love to play. Like, I would love to play this game. But sadly, you use music and you're like, Alright, we're gonna get off topic. So I'm like, ooh, other game I like. Ooh, Strange Manor. So I really... No, Strange Manor. No, go back. Game. Thank you. Strange Manor. So where different rooms would show up and different areas would show up. So I was thinking something like that for a town. There we go. Back to Liminal Horror. You're all having a great day as well. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna make up we're not gonna do it this Sunday. This Sunday might just be doodling ideas for monsters and creatures. And you guys will know what's going on since you guys are my crewmates. But I am hoping I will have a good portion of this figured out by next Sunday. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So then we can play through it. So, alright. Because there's like rules and mechanics. I need to read through all these stuff. I think I have the bureau. I don't know. Let me look. Can't even spell bureau to save my life. How do y'all spell bureau? Bureau. Oh my gosh. B-E... B-U, not B-E, B-U-R-E-A-U. B-U-R-E-A-U. I am making waffles, so my attention is over at the place now. Oh no, waffles are awesome. Think of your waffles. Thank you. Thanks, Erie. B-E-U-R-E-A-U. So I think I have this game. If I go Liminal Horror. Alright. Do I own this one? I do own this one. Like I said, I have a lot of these games. I just haven't sat down and actually played them. So I probably should read through Modern Dungeon. So think of Control, but dungeon crawler. I don't know, would you guys want to play something like this? So Resonant Artifacts, so kind of like Control, yeah. So think SCP. I really like all the stuff they do. Operation Manual for Liminal Horror. Yep. Alright, I was seeing if I had anything else. Nope, that's it. My ice pack is now warm, guys. Okay, so sounds like fun. Okay, we might do something like that. Resonant Artifacts. So that's artifacts if you want to add artifacts to the game. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of different things we can do with it and like what we want to add to it. So I think a fun "we're stuck in a town we don't know" would be good. So I think that's what I'm gonna do personally. I think I already have these downloaded. I'm not sure. Oh, it's just the single one. Okay. Okay, cool. See, I like the way that this is done. It's kind of like a memo or an internal information. But what we'll probably do... I mean, it's very simple and I like it. I might try something like this. I have the ice pack in my mouth now. Pardon me. I hope you guys are all staying cool. So good news. Spotted Lion has a job, which means I will probably try to find a part-time job if my job won't let me go part-time. Which would suck because in the field that I've worked really hard in, you can't really find a lot of part-time jobs, but I kind of want to do creating instead. Making stuff right now and being creative, I can afford to do on a part-time job. So, yeah, see, this is all really cool. So we'll do stuff like this, and then we'll make like a map, but simpler. Which means I need to figure out how to do a bunch of this stuff. Alright, I guess what we could do real quick is make a list of things that I actually will need to know how to do. Alright, let's go to this. And then creator kit. Creating, okay, so we need what do I actually need just for, go for it, thanks. Well, I'm hoping oh, Erie, I'm not done with the sticker yet. I apologize. I have it drawn up and I haven't finished coloring it. Work has been so crazy. So I will probably send you also on top of that a different sticker, because I have some other stickers printed out that I really like that I've done. So types of scenario. I guess we need to figure out like exactly what we need. All right, let us change from this to this and let us go. All right, what exactly do we need? Okay. Okay. Cool. So what I need is... I'm kind of copy and paste. Because we are going to change up some things. Oh wait, that was huge. Nope. I just realized it went all wonky. Come on. Oh yeah, that's cancel. We'll just X that out. Whoops. I was gonna try to copy and paste it, but I guess it doesn't want to work. All right, so things that we need for. So we need a map, table of contents, touchstone. Which I need to see if anybody has referenced one of my favorite miniseries. When I think about it, it's all good. I'm looking forward to stickers, but also needed to rush. Thank you, Erie. It's good practice, and at some point, somebody else will join my sticker club. Sooner or later, I will have a second person. I kind of want to make the Sylveon Deathclaw into a sticker. Touchstone. So this is like media references and things. Content. Warning. We have an intro. Timeline. That sounds awesome. Yay. Overview. Okay, framing. We typically include multiple setups of explanations for how you would use the scenario. These often include using it to start a new campaign, how to integrate it into a currently ongoing campaign, or how to run it as a one-shot. Okay, framing. This is actually cool because this is a lot of stuff, but that's why I'm glad I have like 4-ish months to work on it. Let's see, rules. So I might change up the rules a bit, especially to make it a little bit easier playing with people. Character creation. Alright, encounter procedure. At the beginning of the text, we will present which type of encounter procedure we will use for the scenario, be it encounter die, void crawl, or tension die. We'll have to see what that all means. Tomorrow, I won't have to have my door shut. So... procedure. Okay. What else? Doom clock. And explanation notes. And then horrors. Okay. Our overall design philosophy is often focused on how we can lower the barrier of entry for facilitators and players. Yay! This is why the core rules are online free. That's cool. Random search, resident artifacts, rumors. So stuff like that. Oh, you should not be in here. Go away. All right. Oh. All right, I'm gonna open up the door and see if it's not too loud out there. I need some air. I want to keep going a little bit more. Ow. Maybe we could look up movie ideas. There's a few. Or media. Trying to get some air into here. Let's see. So this would be like front and back, rules and mechanics, main investigator, equipment, counter procedures. Okay. We won't worry about any of that right now. I guess, let's see. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of some horror movies that I like. Horror. There's one where, let's see. Is it this one? Frailty? No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy thinking of some references. Because, like, if you were to show me some images, I'd be like, oh, I know that one. But I don't know the name of most of these movies that I like. That's creepy. I am uncaffeinated and not awake yet, but you are designing an entire book, right? Okay, no. Oh, I guess I should show you. I guess you weren't here for that. Yes, no. So we are, I can move us over. And then back up the proper thing. There is a tabletop game that I like called Liminal Horror. They're doing a summer jam where, so it's like, there's like some SCP type things. They have a game that kind of plays like Control. It's just fun tabletop horror weird stuff and people trying to live. It's just fun. So they're doing a game jam where you can do full modules, one-shots, pamphlets, maps, NPCs, horrors, resonant artifacts, locations, rituals, modules, or supplement rules. This is already kind of an open source game, and they're just really easy to get into. So we're going to actually try to make our own full module. And the reason for that is because I have other journaling game ideas. I have one that I've done a lot of good work on, but I don't know how to proceed to do everything. So I'm hoping with a better understanding from looking at what their creator kit says and how they do things, I can figure out how to set up my own. So yes, we are going to be making an entire... If I were to give somebody this PDF, they could play the entire game themselves. But the entity of it is belongs to Liminal Horror. Thank you. Yeah, and so we're probably gonna do like a broken down car in foreign town thing. That's the idea. And they give you a lot of good ideas. And so I was trying to look up some horror stuff that I like. Oh, that's not it. Horror stuff. So I can figure out better vibes and whatnot. I was also going to see if Hopsfee could... The town that I was last homeless in near me has really pretty buildings. And I am going to see if Hopsfee at some point we can go on a road trip and I can take a bunch of pictures so I have references and I can do artwork over it or figure bash it or something, because I kind of want to make it a very... So I just want to practice actually fully making my own. I think it's what I want. And what I like is this is a 3 months, 22 days and 14 hours until it's due. So I can actually work on it. I'm probably going to work on... gonna work on it a little bit every day. But I'm also going to try to choose one day of streaming to work on it in front of people. So you guys get to bully me into actually doing things. And finishing things. That's my problem. I start, I'm like, yeah, and then I never finish. Yeah, and then see, like... And they give you a lot of good ideas and stuff. So it's just... It's such a... wholesome. It's such a wholesome game. It gives you a lot of good ideas, I feel like. And that's why I like it. See, they even say, like, if you want to print it. Stuff like that. So, I want to have something done to actually... I've only ever finished one game jam. And I did the background for that. And my friend Max did everything else. He wrote it. He did the character design. He did the coding. So I need to... He also doesn't have a full-time job. That is one of the few friends that I definitely pair myself up against, because he does a lot of work, and like he's like, oh, I'm gonna do visual novel stuff. Oh, now I'm gonna do 3D modeling. Oh, I'm gonna do texturing. Like, I feel the not finishing things. Yeah, that's something I need to work on, because after this, the Bully Me Saturday, I don't know if that's gonna be that working title, but I am, after Liminal Horror Summer Jam is over, I have a good amount of stuff for the anthro... Come on, words. My brain's not working. The videotape rental game, where basically you go in and you're trying to get all these people out. Like, I have a lot of that finished, or ideas finished, but I have nothing put together. So that will be our next thing, is bullying me into that. Because my retro-y lesbians, let's let them look at their horror movies and let me draw cheesy It is really hard to think right now, guys. My brain is on E. But we're gonna keep going. For a little bit more. What time is it? Oh, I have done this for an hour. Yay! So yeah, that is what we're gonna do there. And my brain died again. Gosh darn it. Community. What's going on in the community? That's cool. Resources for creators. Art for jam. I just love itch, guys. If you guys ever find a game on Steam that's indie, look on itch.io first to see if they also have it here, because I swear this place is a lot nicer. And a lot more, dang it, words. Alright, I might end up being done streaming, because my brain is not working. I think I'm overheated, and there was a lot of talking yesterday at work. Which is the other reason why I love it when I'm able to take a few days off of work and not have to talk. Sometimes it sucks trying to explain to an owner, like, cooked in garlic and onion chicken is not good for your dog. Your dog does not need seasonings. If you want to give your pet chicken, you can just boil the chicken. They do not need salt. They will just eat the chicken. I promise you. Please don't give them raw chicken either. Alright. Liminal Horror teams come together, win prizes. I don't really care about prizes. I'm just happy to have fun. I need to get better. That's what I want to do. That's my goal, is to get better. And to draw horrors. Horrors. No, horrors. Oh gosh. Alright, well, I know Erie is somewhere in the distance, as they usually are. And other homie is here too. And then my brain really is sludging, guys. I apologize. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. Is it this one? It's this one! Alright, we'll do a little quick summary of what we're gonna do, and then we'll go from there. Woo! I'm excited for the horrors. You guys are gonna help me with the horrors. Also, I will be mentioning my crewmates in the book. So anybody who helps me and just throws ideas at me, you guys, technically, you guys are co-authoring whatever the heck I'm doing, because you're forcing me to get stuff done. Alright, I'm Uri Nayum. Our goal is, we're going to do the Liminal Horror Summer Jam 2026. We're going to try to make a full module that has to do with basically being isolated in a strange-ass town. Something like that. I might make multiple monsters, because we all know how I love monsters. Aw, that's so cool. Aw, thanks, Erie. Yeah, so that is our goal. That's what we're gonna do on and off for the next 3 months, 22 days, 13 hours. And then after that, you guys have to bully me into finishing my video rental game. Tomorrow will be Solo Sunday. Depending on how today goes, heat and how much other stuff I gotta get done, we may just do art, or we might actually play a game. We might also play a liminal horror game just so we can vibe it out. So I really do appreciate you guys. Like, it's awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. You got this. Put on that horse blinders and stay focused on the finish line. Nay. I guess I gotta retransform into my old persona. That was a pony, so I can put some horse blinders on. You guys are awesome. Anyways, I'll see y'all on the other side. Bye!